This is the deck profile for my Blue Imperialdramon, Blue Imp, Blue Imperial, Blue Imperialdramon deck. We'll start with the babies, I guess. It's pretty standard. You have the 4 Demi-Vmons and the 1 Upamon. So if you don't know, Demi-Vmon, if you swing with jamming, you trigger draw 1. And then Upamon, if there's Digimons with no evolutions underneath it, you get to draw 1 as well. This is kind of just draw out your game, because playing with this deck, just in Blue Imp in general, it's you just want to go find your big stack and then just start swinging for game. So that's the babies. We're gonna go into the rookies. So rookies, you got your 4 jamming Vmons. You got 2 Gomamons, 2 Gabumons. You got 2 Elekmons. You got 2 Siakamons, and then 2 of the other Vmons. So we'll go through them one by one. So the first Vmon, it's when you unsuspend during your main phase, you get to draw 1. So when you swing with Imperialdramon or whatever, and then you evolve into the Blue Imp, you unsuspend it, that's unsuspending on your main phase, you draw 1 then. So that's that. Siakamon's more for it's like a tech card. It says on your opponent's turn, your opponent can reduce the Digivolution cost of anything. So it's more for like your mirror matches, your green decks, your Omnimon tribes, stuff like that. The Elekmon and the Gomamons, they're just 2 costs to play. So I have them here for early game so I can choke my opponent when they don't have a memory tamer. Or if I just want like a quick play that and play my Quelmon, which is 1 evolve, that's a 3 memory gauge used. Just quick and easy. They're 3 DP, so they'll die to basically anything. But it's just 2 costs. It's just more for like choking opponents. I have my Gabumons. If I start with this once, like if this is in my starting hand, I just play it. Like I'll evolve something on my hatching area if I have anything, and then I'll play the Gabumon. Next turn I just swing into it just because it's just a 1 cost. It's just the on play, it's more for that. On play you draw 1, so it's more for that. And then you have your, I guess, the staple of Blue Imp, which is just jamming. And obviously my boy Vmon has that jamming. So jamming, if you don't know, is this Digimon cannot be deleted in battle against any security Digimon. So this boy can swing into like your, I don't know, like Chaos Galamon or your Omnimons and stuff like that, and he's gonna survive. So that's enough for the level 3s. For the little rookies, I think I run 13. Not sure. Next up are my champions. I think I also run a fair bit of champions. I run like 10 champions, I think. So I start with 3 Quelmons, 6 to drop, 1 to evolve, 5k DP. Sure. And then 1 Grizzlymon, another blocker, 6,000 DP, 5 to play, 2 to evolve. I played just 1 Grizzlymon just of the off chance that they have like I go against Shout 1DX and stuff like that, and this means that it doesn't get deleted. I play 3 Lobomons. Lobomons are more for ending the game. I don't usually like evolve them because there's other options, better options on my champions. So this is just more finishing the game when I swing with Blue Imp. So swing with Blue Imp on suspend because of inherit effect. Swing again, and then swing into evolve my Davis into Lobomon. That's 3 swings, and then evolve into Omnimon. That's a 4 hit. If there's not anything else, That's usually just me swinging for a game. Next, we have the Tubbyamons. It's a level 4, 3 cost who want to evolve. This is just for like when I don't really have any Digimon in my hand or any rookies. I can just play that and evolve into my level 5s next round. And then 2 Gorillas, just 6 drop, 1 to evolve, 6k DP. Pretty standard Imperial deck. And then I have my ultimates. I only run 8, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what those 8 are, because it's the only 8 that Blue Imp run. Okay, Blue Imp. So you have your 4 Imperialdramons. This is obviously the better option when evolving into your, before evolving into your level 6s into your Mega Digimon, because when you evolve into the Blue Imp, you first want to swing with jamming, gets 1 check, evolve into Imperialdramon, suspends the jammers, so it also suspends itself, swing, inherit effect of Imperialdramon, you unsuspend your Imperial, so you unsuspend, swing again, that's 3 times. Is it 3 times? Yes, and then you have the Lobomon, you have your Omnimons and shit like that. In case you don't have the Imperialdramon, you also run the 4 Dino Vmons. It's just to reduce the cost of Imperial, because when you evolve Imperial into on top of any of these, the cost reduces by 2. So instead of evolving for 5, you evolve for 3. So it doesn't pass your turn. You still have a chance to swing into security. So that's your ultimate Digimon. Okay, and then what else do I have? Okay, so for my Megas, you obviously run 4 of the Blue Imps. Pretty self-explanatory when evolving. You can suspend jammers, reduce the memory cost by 2. Yep, and it has jamming as well. I only running 1 Nidhogg just because I only have 1 Nidhogg, and it's really good. And that's like the other reason why I run Dino Vmons, you know, it's in the chance that you do have the Nidhogg on your hand. You can just wait out the Dino Vmon here until he has like a spread, like a good board size. You can raise the Dino Vmon, swing into security for jamming, or have like a blocker or something, and then you evolve into this. And then when you Digivolve, you can Digiburst for 4, and then everything that is suspended gets sent to the bottom of his deck. And then also, all the 5k or below Digimon on play on the enemy side get suspended. So you basically board wiping with this card. Because, you know, like when it goes back to your turn, there's obviously his Mega is going to be tapped or suspended. And then anything else, you can just suspend it. So I run 1 Nidhogg. I would run 2 if I had another one, but I don't, so I only run 1. And then the last Mega I have is the Green Imp. Just because, just for fun. It honestly, like, it's really bad because it doesn't have gemming. This is just a piercer, or he only has piercing. So you can just check into like anything higher than a 12k damage, and it just like dies instantly. So the only reason why I have this is because I don't have another Nidhogg. Otherwise, I would run 2 Nidhoggs. Okay, moving on to my last 2 Megas, my level 7s. The Omnimon Blitz Omnimon. So when I Digivolve, I can unsuspend this Digimon, and then Blitz is when it passes over to his turn, you can still swing into security. You can still attack my opponent, even though it's his turn. So you have this, and then all turns, if your opponent would delete this Digimon, by an effect, you can return the level 6 Digimon by trashing the level 6 Digimon. So you can trash the Imperial and then keep this boy alive. Okay, so that's all the Digimon. Now moving on to your Tamers and your option cards. I run 3 Davises. Honestly, the best hand to start with is probably like your Vmon jamming and Davis, because Davis just sets you up for like the rest of the game. Davis is a search card, So when you play, you flip the top 3 cards of your deck. You can add a blue and green Digimon from those 3 flipped. Doesn't matter the level, doesn't matter the DP, like you can just grab them. So this is like a nice research card for your deck, and then it's also like a memory tamer. So you set that, and then every time they pass the turn, it goes to 3 if they try to put you to less. So you run 3 of that. You run 4 Hammer Sparks for, I don't know, I've been using Hammer Sparks lately more to like choke the opponents. Like if I'm at 1 and I have like a level 3 to play, I can just like play 1 Hammer Spark, go to 2, play the 3 cost, go to 1, and they just don't have a turn. I use it more for like if I have it on my hand, I use it more for choking, but it's obviously best when they're on your security, because then they check security, they lose 2 memory, they were 1, goes to my side, it's my turn now, they lose their turn, so GG's. And then the last 2 cards, this one's really like optional, like you can put anything here. So you can play your Kokaido's Breath, because people play that, but I feel like in the meta right now, in BT5 meta, if you pass over it with, I think it's what, 6 or 8 costs, like you give them so much memory to work with, and you only returning the Digimon to the owner's hand, like it's not going to the trash. So I play Kaiser Nell. What Kaiser Nell does is an option card for 4 cost option card that allows you to play a Digimon from your evolution. You can play any Digimon from underneath, like on the evolution line. You can play it without paying its memory cost. So like say you have your Imp, whatever, suspended, and then you have your Imperialdramon or your Grizzlymon underneath, and you want to protect it for the next turn. You can play this for 4, play the blocker, and then you have a blocker on the field. I usually don't do the Imperialdramons or the Dino Vmons, just because I guess the Dino Vmons would be better than the Imperialdramons, because if you play Kaiser now, you get rid of the Imperialdramon, you lose the chance to activate his inherit effect, so he would only swing for 1, like your Imp would only swing for 1. But yeah, you Dino Vmon, like it doesn't matter, because it doesn't have any inherit effects. So either be the Dino Vmon or your blockers if you have any blockers.